Hey friends, and welcome back to Cleaning Therapy. My name is Jenny if you're new here, and today we are continuing to declutter in our homes for the new year. So this is episode 2 of our Dare to Declutter series, and if you're following along, we are now working in the main living areas of the house. So I'm going to start here in my dining room. I have 2 pieces of furniture here in the dining room that I'd like to declutter. Here is the buffet or sideboard, and then on the other side is the server. So these are where I like to keep things that I don't often use or need in my kitchen, but they may be servingware or things I use for when I have company. So this is a place that I'm still kind of figuring out. I used to keep board games in here for the kids for the longest time, and now that we have our game closet, which you'll definitely be seeing me declutter next week because it is a hot mess, now that we have the games in there, I am just kind of reassigning in my mind what I actually would like to keep over here. So I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose spray. I had a little bit of this left, so I thought I'd use it up. And I'm just gonna go through, get everything out, get it on the dining table, see what I have, and then decide what I actually wanna keep in this piece of furniture. So let me know in the comments how you guys are doing with your decluttering, how you're doing this week, what you're working on, and thank you so much for being here. So if you're using my decluttering guide while you're doing your decluttering this year, technically this would be area 3, our dining room. And so you can, of course, declutter in any order you'd like. You can do any area that works best for you that week. It just depends how long it takes for you to declutter a space. We all have completely different spaces and different amounts of things in that space. So definitely go at your own pace. For me, this is about a day's worth of a job to do area 3. Last week we did area 1, which was the kitchen cabinets. That area took me 2 days because I do feel like the kitchen is one of the trickiest places to declutter. We just have so many things in there, and we always think we're going to use them, so many small appliances and gadgets and things like that. I feel like the kitchen is one of the biggest places in our homes that needs to be decluttered, and so I always like to knock that one out first, and that way it's a little bit more smooth sailing for the rest of the decluttering. But this is area 3, and we are working in our dining rooms, and you can take as long as you need to do this depending on how much you have in your dining room. And if you'd like to print out or download my Dare to Declutter guide, you can find that on my website, cleanyourwaytocalm.com. I'll also have it linked in my description box. So now that everything's on the table, I'm just going through it, and if there's anything that doesn't belong in that sideboard, I'll just move it over to the space it does belong in. Some things will go back in my kitchen, some things I'm taking over to the server over here, and then other things, of course, will be donated. But I just want to kind of get my hands on everything, see everything that I own, and really think about whether or not I love to use this or whether it just keeps sitting year after year and I'm not using it. As I'm going through each item, I try to be really careful with how I phrase these questions in my mind. Not that this item could never possibly be used, but would it actually be used by me within the next year? Really hope this helps you as you're decluttering your own spaces, just to know that you don't have to hold on to everything. If it's not serving you right now, you really don't have to store and manage it. And that's just such a freeing feeling to create that boundary and say, I don't actually have to manage this because this item is not actually serving me right now. And if you make this a practice once a year, it really does get easier and easier each year. And it's just such a wonderful way to start the new year. As I was looking at all of this plasticware and napkins that we use for parties, or when my parents come over to eat on Tuesdays, we'll pull these out just to keep things easier. This is all things I use and need, and I will definitely use up these consumables, but just storing them this way in the boxes, it was just very bulky. Felt like it was taking up a lot of space. So I'm just storing them in Ziploc bags just to reduce their size a little bit and make it a little more compact for storing. This is more of a decluttering video, not an organizing video, but I do think it would be nice one day to get a little caddy to store these in, and that way I can just put the caddy in the sideboard and then pull it out on Tuesdays, or even pull it out for a birthday party, get it all loaded up and have a utensil caddy. So here is what I'm left with on the table after I've done my decluttering. I've moved things to other areas of the home where they belong, and then I've decluttered what I didn't want or need anymore or use anymore. So I'll show you my declutter pile at the end, but here I'm just gonna reload this sideboard here and just get everything in there as nicely as I can for now. I actually end up moving a little bit of it later in the video. You're gonna see I move these casserole dishes to my kitchen, since those are things that actually go in the oven and are used for cooking. Probably should have decided these things before I started filming, but usually for me, I'll kind of figure things out as I go along. That's just kind of how my brain works. So once I started loading this cabinet, I realized that I really wanted to use this more for party supplies, my cake stand, my cake carrier, the flower vases, the extra big party bowls for when we serve things, and all of the plasticware. So that just works best for me, and I'll know exactly where to find all of those things. Here in my kitchen, this cabinet got a little bit more bare once I moved those things out, which I love. Lots more room in that cabinet. And then in here, I have my casserole dishes, which fit nicely over here to the right. So I'm happy with that, and now I know exactly what is going to be in my sideboard and exactly what's going to be in my kitchen. Moving over here to the server, I'd like to use this for glassware for entertaining purposes, and then also my extra silverware for when I have guests, and then linens as well. So napkins, tablecloths, and runners. These drawers are a little bit smaller and they're oddly shaped. So storing linens in here is going to be a lot easier than storing platters or bowls or anything that doesn't really give. So I'll go ahead and store the linens in here, and also the drinkware like the coffee cups and glasses, wine glasses, and things like that. So I'm going to get this cabinet all cleaned out so that I can get it loaded back up after I declutter everything. I've had these pieces of furniture for about 20 years now. They're in wonderful condition. They just got beat up over the years with the kids when they were little, so I had painted them a few years ago, and it just gave them new life. I love them. They're solid wood, so I'm gonna hold on to them as long as I can, and I'm really able to use them really nicely for storage purposes. Some people don't have an actual dining room or a dedicated space for a dining room. The way they're building homes now, there's not always a separate room for the dining room, especially with open floor plans. This home is a little bit older, and actually this was not the original dining room. This was the living room. So the living room connected to the kitchen, and then the dining room was a separate room in the front of the house. It was a formal dining room with a sitting area. And when we moved in here, I thought it was so strange because I really wanted my dining room to be connected to the kitchen. So we did live with it like that for a few years. And then one day I finally just decided I am switching everything around. I'm gonna flip the whole thing, and I'm gonna put the dining table right next to the kitchen, and we'll have a fireplace seating area. And then the dining room in the front of the house became our family room. And I've never regretted it. I just think it's very functional for us. It makes more sense. It's easier to bring things in from the kitchen to the dining room. And I really love it this way. So I say, hey, if it's your house and you want to have a certain flow to it, go ahead and create that flow the best that you can. Let me know in the comments if you have a house where you flip things around or created like a new space that wasn't there originally, or maybe took down a wall and created your own space that you love. Now that the cabinets are all clean and decluttered, I'm going to go through drawer by drawer and just check these and make sure they're all still decluttered from last year. This drawer looks fine to me. I use all these things when I have guests over, and then this drawer right here was definitely a mess. I know these striped dish towels definitely need to go back in my kitchen. At the time, I wasn't sure where I was going to store them, but I'm now storing them in my kitchen. So I'm actually glad that I'll have some extra towels. I had forgotten that these were even in here. So those are going to the kitchen, and then I have some napkins in here, these little buffalo check napkins. I'll pull those out, refold them, and put them back in the drawer. These are some really cute Christmas dish towels from my good friend Kayla. Kayla is also responsible for my awesome blue nails for this video. So you guys, I don't ever go out the box. I'm always pink or red or some neutral color, but she painted my nails blue and I could not be happier. It makes me smile every time I look at them because it makes me feel very young. So I like my blue sparkle nails. But I'm gonna go ahead and fill this drawer with the napkins because I am keeping linens over here. So I'll have the napkins and that little bread basket linen as well. And then I don't really have many tablecloths right now, but I do have a couple of runners that I'll go ahead and put in here as well. This next drawer is kind of strange, but I do like to sit here in the mornings and read in the white chairs. And so I keep some books in here that I like to read or am planning on reading. Some of them I'm already reading, and I like to keep my journal in here, my Bible. This is just a little easy access drawer so that I don't have a ton of books sitting on the table. So I'll go through these and make sure that they're all the ones I'm currently reading, and then the ones that I'm planning on reading I'll probably put in another location. Here in this bottom drawer, I just have a couple of random trivets and coasters. So I'll go ahead and get this vacuumed out, and I think I'll be storing my larger linens in here, like tablecloths and runners. And here's a little look at everything I pulled out to declutter from the server. It's not much, but that's mostly just because I don't have much in the server right now. But I'm gonna move all of this stuff right here to the kitchen, and then the Christmas towels I'll put with my Christmas stuff, and I'm decluttering the wine glasses and the coasters. So here is my little declutter pile that I've been working on. Some of it's from my kitchen and some of it's from my dining room. So all of this is going to donation. Thank you, friends, for spending some time with me decluttering today. I appreciate you so much. And remember, no matter what you're going through in life, you can always come over with me and we can clean our way to calm together. I love you, and I'll see you next week for episode 3.